Welcome back to the 2021 Mini Elemental Forecasts. I am Jacqueline Maloney, and this is Leonidas. Yes. And we're in the 8th year of the cycle already, talking to our fire people. I am a fire baby. I know I have a lot of fire people friends, and I'm excited for us because we are normally like fun and social, and we like to kind of flirt with everything. There's a lot of joy. A fire person can walk in a room and light it right up. They tend to have really big eyes, sometimes red hair, sometimes dimples, curly hair. Other than that, you can usually hear a fire person. They tend to be kind of loud. They're the little kids that were constantly told to stop moving because they just don't stop. Fire doesn't stop. And this year, we're going into a cave year. So what that means for everybody is this is a massive year for retreat. So it's a good time to be kind of stuck in pandemic land. Last year was about joy and celebration, and the previous year was about recognition. And now, after we've done all the paring down and decluttering and enjoying what we've done, our job is to go deep into the cave and figure out what's still not working, what needs to be released. But the trick is to not release it yet. So this whole year gives us the opportunity to see what's not working. So this year it's about going inward. It's about evaluating your personal life and looking at your business and like what's not working. What do we need to change? What do we need to shift? And just kind of go in research mode and allow yourself to just observe it and take some notes and know that it's not time to make any changes. And because it's such an inward time, there's a lot of stillness and personal retreat and just pulling your energy in. So young earth, it's a very introverted earth element, if you will. They need alone time. It's like the bear in the cave. We need to hibernate. It needs to happen this year. That is what this is all about. So embrace all of the challenges and all the opportunities that come to you as like, this is for my growth. All these obstacles are opportunities for my growth. And look at it that way. Fire is generally pretty optimistic as it is, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But just be the observer. We're not going to change anything yet. We're just observing. So this is also a great year to study. It's a great year to teach or to take a class. This year, like one of the things that young earth people do is they collect knowledge. They tend not to collect like a lot of physical stuff. Some of the other earth energies do, but they love knowledge and they love books, and that energy flows into this year as well. So gathering knowledge, sharing knowledge, is a really good time to do all of that stuff. And because it's an earth year, and I've said this every single earth year, you have to indulge in comfort food. You're welcome. Eat the mashed potatoes, eat the dessert, eat whatever it is, and not like excessively, but eat what makes you feel comforted and feel nourished. Earth is always going to give you that opportunity to like, I know I probably shouldn't have this, but you need it sometimes. And the past 2 years, you've probably done a ton of decluttering and like a lot of cleansing and cleaning up your eating habits. Like it's a really good year to just enjoy and slow down. And along the same lines of slowing down, if you've ever wanted to write a book, this year is the year to do it. So, take that quiet time and start putting together what might be your masterpiece. This is an incredible year for sharing wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom and young earth go hand in hand. Excuse me. And this is a great year to share that with everybody in the form of book writing. So in addition to that, because it's earth and earth loves people, it's a great year for any type of group projects. So maybe like an online class. It's a great year to do stuff like that too. So things to be aware of. So there's some of the young earthly qualities. They will make you a little more rebellious. We're already rebellious as fire people. We're great. We think it's great that rules exist. We don't necessarily think that we have to follow them. And in a young earth year, there's a lot more rebellion, sometimes being a little belligerent. There's this tendency for miscommunication, and not just miscommunicating with others, but being misunderstood. So as much as you can, double and triple check whether it's plans, whether it's a contract. Consider it your own version of like Mercury retrograde for the year. Just be really diligent with, this is what I want, this is what, and like saying it 2 or 3 different times to whoever else that you're working with to make sure there's no misunderstanding and that everybody's on the same page. That will help you tremendously during this year. And because there's that little bit of belligerence, young earth is the type of energy that if they hold the door for somebody and they don't say thank you, they'll be like, you're welcome. And so there's going to be this tendency to be a little more fired up, which is a good term. And we do that anyways. So just don't engage. Don't engage, walk away, just leave it. It's not a big deal. And like I said before, don't make any big changes. This is not the year to make big shifts. This is the year to be a detective and see what works and what doesn't work. You can make all the changes you want next year. But this year is like really digging into the nitty gritty. What do I need to do? What isn't working anymore? How can you, and just try to see the vision going forward, but not do anything yet. That is your job. And even more so, don't avoid what's coming up. So there will be plenty of opportunities for you to see what's not working. And so things might break throughout the year. That's a good thing. It's telling you what isn't working. It's like the first stage of alchemy or something is disintegration. If it blows up, it's not working anyways. So take it as a blessing and then decide, what you might want to put in place, but just don't do it yet. And don't push. So you can't push against a mountain. It doesn't work. The young earth energy is very much like a mountain. You really just have to kind of go in and accept things as they are and just be still and be an observer, take lots of naps and take lots of time to just see what is. And I know fire people, we're usually pretty quick to change things, but it's not going to serve you this year. Like I said, next year you can make all the changes that you want. And I'll say this again because I say it in every earth year, do not deprive yourself, especially fire people. Fire loves fun. And if you're depriving yourself of food, of any type of nourishment, and it's no longer fun and you feel deprived, like that is going to be awful. Have the stews, have the comfort food, have all the stuff that, you would want. Just imagine it like a year-long hanging out in the winter. Oh, it's a snow day. What can I cook for myself? That kind of feeling. That's what you're going for. And one last thing that I want to say. So fire is naturally drained by earth energy. So I want you to look out for this because when you're in an earth year, it's going to make you feel more dull, like less, it's going to make you feel less fun. And you have to feed that fire somehow, whether it's playing, whether it's buying fresh flowers, whether it's, lighting fires in your house, anything that has to do with like stoking your fire internally will be really, really helpful because earth just eats away at fire energy and it'll be hard for you to stay light and fun if you're feeling drained. So that is a huge tip. And if you would like to learn more about my elemental blueprint sessions, please go to my website, jacquelinemaloney.com/blueprints. And if you have any questions or you'd like to weigh in on this transition, feel free to leave a comment anywhere you find this video, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and we will see you back for the final year of our cycle, the fire year, with our water people next.